Okay, so most, if not all of us work.
We have sort of a problem here. Yeah, you apparently didn't put one of the new cover sheets on your TPS reports.
Oh. Even though we like to spend a considerable amount of time on social media, or if you're following my channel, talking about or playing video games.
And I'll show you all the bells and whistles because they did something different with this that I kind of like.
It's just a fact of life. I wanted to share some things I've learned over the years while blindly treading through these learning experiences instead of really picking it up from others. Because let's be honest, who really airs all of this stuff for you right away? Right when you get to a new office as a new employee. That's unfortunately considered gossip, even if it's something that will eventually drive you out of the business at some point, you and others. Now, a lot of these will overlap, so it gets vague, especially based on the environment, industry, team sizes, etc. The Bulldog. This is not the term to be taken lightly. And if you've ever run into one, you know why. Be careful, as these folks will often barrel through anyone or anything to get what they want, even if it means sacrificing the greater good of the team. You'll watch these folks get awards, accolades, until months or years down the road, their true colors flash in front of everyone's eyes. They're opportunistic, so it may take a while. The credit stealer. Not much to say here.
Very smart, Mom.
Just be sure that you're communicating effectively over proper channels so that you don't lose out to credit for your hard work. The water cooler. This is a time and place thing.
But kind of works always in the back of your mind.
And it often provides a good break. But when you notice immediately that people are telling you strange things like, watch out for so-and-so, then they offer no help or clarity as to why. This isn't helpful to you or anyone. This is a dangerous ploy of somebody possibly more senior trying to get you to do their dirty work. Let them do it themselves if they're so worried about it. The non-answerers. You know the ones, the people who just don't answer email. But they take long lunches every day. They're everywhere. The pit viper. This is the one colleague or coworker or even lead that remains silent and out of view until you, being proactive, say something they don't like, which leads them to slapping you on the wrist. It seems unfair. You're only being proactive after all, but there are other ways to handle this. Communicate strategically, and only circle this person in when you've got a clear, clean course of action with proper buy-in. Otherwise, they'll nitpick every little detail, especially in the early formative stages. Once there's a plan laid in place, they have no choice but to execute. They'll be forced to get in line. The status quo. It's easy to want to do the bare minimum and try to get out of the office at 8 hours. Of course, factoring in lunch.
Now, are you going to go ahead and have those TPS reports for us this afternoon?
No.
Ah, yeah.
But those who give a little bit extra blood always get noticed after a while. Don't expect it overnight, but extra effort and taking on asks from above get noticed eventually. The Walking Dead. You know the ones. Those who sit there all day collecting a paycheck but then are completely worthless. To put it bluntly, try to keep the peace, but go around them if you have to. Don't hurt anyone. You're not the pit bull, but self-preservation is in your best interest in this case. The bus thrower. You know the one. They're constantly screwing up, but somehow people listen to them as they constantly refuse blame and throw others under the bus.
What did you...
That's my car!
Yes.
I know, Dwight. I know.
You know what?
Jan called me about your little meeting.
No.
I know what you did. I
Sebring's
made
cool.
the whole thing up,
It's
Dwight.
cool. The Sebring's cool.
Oh, do
There's
you?
a cassette
Do
and
you
a
like
CD.
it? How dare you? How dare you, Dwight?
Don't worry about them though. Stay out of their way and let them eventually throw a director under the bus. The bus stops in that case, and they won't be getting back on. The overly technical. Nothing about these folks, but they typically won't tell you what they're doing until it's forced in your lap.
All right, I'll give you a hint. They're right in front of you and can open very large doors. You're such a geek.
And by that point, it's too late. Technical people look at technical problems in terms of correct, incorrect. This is all well and good until it comes to people and other colleagues and coworkers. Mediation and teamwork may not be in their wheelhouse, but overall, it's important to notice this and mitigate the issue, as the technical person may be the only person in the company that can fix a web page or fix the Office server, for example. Keep that in mind. And finally, but not last by any means, the big bad boss. You know the one. he or she got to where they were by networking, gabbing, and socializing.
Well, no, but according to this, you were 2 minutes late.
But despite their position, they aren't against playing sides, communicating separately along opposing sides while not sharing with either side. They're lazy and they don't like to work too fast, and above all, they don't like to solve problems. This includes personnel issues that they are personally responsible for. It's hard to tell if this is the case, as some of these people can come off inherently nice at first, but under stress, they'll throw you under the bus fast, especially when people start to notice that they aren't doing their job as expected. Don't get in the way. Anyway, this is just a few. There are many more, but personally, these have happened to me in the past, and it's cathartic to share. Anyway, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and more to come.